Yes, people. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Blues TV. I hope you guys are doing well. Big shout out to everyone that is locked in
Yes,
tonight.
people.
I hope you
Welcome
guys are
back to the
doing well.
channel.
I mean, yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. It's been a while since we came on live. But as usual, it's always done every night before the game. So tonight is just gonna be all about tonight's match preview. And I just want to say a big thanks to everyone that has been supportive on this channel. You guys are amazing. I mean, I just don't know how to kind of, express my gratitude to you guys because, like I said, nothing will have been done on this channel without, the support of you guys. I mean, the support from, you know, uh, the interviews after the game, the comment, the likes, everything you guys have put into, keep this network active. To me, I really, really do appreciate it a lot. And I say a very, very big thanks to you. Let's keep growing as a family. Like I used to say, it's one thing that I do believe that we can, keep growing as a family. We can keep sharing ideas, our views, our reactions on, what we think about this great football club, to be honest. So I just want to say a big shout out to everyone that is part of this Blues TV, that is part of the channel. Of course, either you've subscribed, either you have not subscribed yet, either you're one of those fans that have always throw comments, likes, and share our videos. We say a very, very big thanks to you. So, guys, it's Brighton tomorrow against Chelsea. Brighton tomorrow against Chelsea. The good part is we are home tomorrow. We're playing, comfortable at home. And, I just feel like there's a lot going on in the atmosphere, you know, starting from injury updates, our recent form, and to me, I just feel like there's a lot of things going on out there to talk about tomorrow's game. So, and to be honest, I know how frustrating a lot of people are out there, in terms of tomorrow's game. People are a little bit lost. You don't know what to expect tomorrow, especially when you have this sort of early disappointing season with a couple of players, moving out of the club, and of course, some players going in injured as early as you don't even expect. So to me, I feel like tomorrow is another day, is another game. But sincerely speaking, I would say it's gonna be, I don't know, it's gonna be a mixed feelings tomorrow because I feel like we are not in the right, position to be so much confident that we're gonna win tomorrow's game. When you look at the availability of players, you look at, the players that we've got right now at the moment, with the sort of games we've got that is coming up. Sorry, guys. So with the amount of games that we've got that is coming up, I think you will be so much confused to be so confident that we can make something out of, you know, these games. And to be honest with you, like I said, it is so much devastating to realize that a player like Palmer won't be playing tomorrow. A very, very important game, for us. I mean, having lost to United at home, having coming from Bayern Munich. I think the first disaster started from Brentford, innit? Like having to drop Brentford away, then back to Bayern Munich, losing big time to Bayern Munich 3-1, and of course also losing to United. So to me, I feel like there's a lot of mixed feelings out there. People were like, they don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, to be honest. In fact, to me, I feel like we need to be on the top level tomorrow before we can get a result, to be honest. Because when you look at the selections, you look at the availability of players, you're so much confused that How is it going to be possible? We've got to play Brighton on tomorrow. We've got to play Benfica coming up as well. And of course, so there's a lot of games to play, and the availability of player is just crazy. And this is part of what I, said towards the early of the season. I believe Chelsea doesn't have enough squad depth to go into this season. But a lot of people think that I'm not just making sense. But to me, I see the way, the likes of Arsenal, the likes of Liverpool, the way these guys are recruiting is mad. It's mad, bro. Because they know the intensity of playing in, four competitive, cups. You're playing in Carabao Cups, you're playing FA Cup, you're playing Premier League, one of the most intense, league in the world. Of course, you're playing in Champions League. You want to dominate. You don't want to be that kind of, a team that just go there and gets smashed out from the group stage. So I don't blame Liverpool spending 400 million pounds in the transfer window because they know what they want. They want to compete in Champions League. They definitely want to compete in Premier League, and of course they want to do a little bit well in domestic cup. But for Chelsea, it's a different phase. We're just like practically into the market trying to sell and buy. A lot of signing that we did this season was just a gamble, to be honest. I know we like going into transfer market and see potentials and kind of let's grab it. But what if Joao Pedro doesn't perform well? You can't practically, you know, blame him or expect too much from him, to be honest, because you are signing like kind of average players compared to when Liverpool go all out there to smash 90 million on Ugo Ekiteke, of course 125 million on Isak. Those players have to perform. They have to be in form. I don't know. One way or another, they have to perform. But for Chelsea, it's a different phase. You know what I mean? So we were just trying as much as possible to sell players, but we lack what it takes to compete this season. So to me, I think tomorrow is gonna be another game against Brighton. Though, guys, to be honest with you, we've got a very, very, very good record against Brighton, and you won't be surprised that in our last 12 games with Brighton, we managed to win. I think we managed to win 8 of the last 12 games. We lose one to them, and of course we draw three in it. We draw three. So we've got a very good form with Brighton, but to me, I feel like that's not the situation right now. The big question right now is what do we have available tomorrow to play Brighton? And that's the question, guys. What do we have available tomorrow to play Brighton? So to me, let's start from the goalpost. I think Sanchez is back. A lot of people were confused that how does it happen? How could Sanchez be back just after getting a red card against United? Yeah, people forgot that those kind of a caution only cost the goalkeeper one match ban. So it's not like when they get when players get a red card. So you know what I mean, when they get three straight red card for goalkeepers, it's quite different. So he has served his ban in the Carabao Cup, so he's ready to feature tomorrow. The question is, will Maresca be so confident to throw him back into the starting exile after that hilarious performance against United? So, to me, I think it's gonna be something that he has to decide tomorrow. To be honest, to me, I don't really mind whosoever being in goalpost tomorrow because you definitely don't have a good goalkeeper. So to me, either Sanchez is there or decided to use Jorgensen. Oh, sorry, guys. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. It doesn't really matter. The fact is that Chelsea don't have a goalkeeper. So whosoever he decided to use it tomorrow, I'm so much comfortable with it. There's high tendency that we're gonna concede goals. So this is not a new thing, bro. This is not a new thing. So I'm not really bothered about any goalkeeper that starts tomorrow, to be honest. So talking about a couple of players that are not gonna be fit to play tomorrow from the defense line. So definitely, Badiashile is still very much out. Fofana. Fofana's situation, we all know. I don't think there's any Chelsea fan that will be so surprised that Fofana will not be ready to play the game tomorrow. To me, each game that Fofana plays, I know that he might not make it to the next one. That's just the reality, bro. That's the reality. So we know him very well. Oh, sorry, guys. Ah, so we know him very well. We know him anytime he plays game. We definitely knows that Fofana might not be ready to play the next game, and that's the reality, to be honest. So having to see him playing full 90 minutes against United, I definitely know that there's high tendency he will not be fit for the next game. So, and according to report, he's got some concussion. I mean, the legs are tied up. They need a little bit of, rest and all these things. So, Fofana is out again. But I don't know why its situation keep getting complicated. It's been away for a long, long time, and it's not. I think the last time was in Club World Cup. So, I don't know what's going on. This guy needs to be fit and come back into the squad. We desperately need someone to cover up, especially for Colwill. So tomorrow, I don't know what's going to happen, but the reality still remains that Chaloba still needs to come in. What a great player. I used to say this like, imagine for a player to be ignored by a club, but he still accepted the challenges, went on unnecessary loans, came back, has been really, really performing well for us. So to me, I believe he's a legend. To me, Chaloba is just one of those players that you pray to have in your football club all day. So tomorrow is going to be another day for Chaloba again. I probably think it's going to start tomorrow alongside Achepong. To be honest with you, I think we are in a great trouble, bro. I think we're in a great trouble because when you look at Achepong as well, sorry guys, I don't really see him as a player that's really, really fit to start the game tomorrow, but we don't have options. We don't have options tomorrow. We have to start all the way with, Chaluba and Achepong. And I've seen a couple of people, saying that, what about Ato? To be honest, I thought Ato is quite a little bit far away from starting Premier League games, bro. When you look at his performance in Carabao Cup, the way he struggles to even make a complete passes is very, very difficult for him. So, and it's usual, it's normal, These guys just came into the Premier League. They need some time. They need some time to gel in with the squad. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. So they need some time, to gel into the squad to be able to, you know, physically fit and ready for the intensity of the game. So a lot of people were thinking, why not Arto tomorrow? Arto pairing Chaloba you know, from the left central back. But to me, I'm like, no way, no way. You don't want to do that, bro. You don't want to rush Arto into the Premier League games, especially against Brighton, when they have the likes of Yakubu Minte, Maitoma, Danny Welbeck, and all these guys. So I thought he's still a little bit far away from starting a Premier League game. So I won't start Ato tomorrow pairing Chaloba. So he's even struggling playing as a left back, in the Carabao Cup. So how do you want to trust him and put him just right away as a central back? So to me, that's just out of point to me. I think a lot of fans are overwhelmed. They were like, to be honest, I really understand the frustration because when you think about we've lost almost two, three defenders, to be honest. Tosin also, I'm not seeing him fit for tomorrow's game. So what the fuck are we doing? What if tomorrow the game starts, Chaloba got injured or Achepon got injured? I don't even know what we're gonna be doing. And of course, we don't have Lavia as well. Maybe you want to try to rotate someone. You don't have a Sugu. You've loaned Sar to back to Salzburg. I don't know. So it's a very, very complicated issue for us. So, but I hope we are able to, skip through this. I believe it's a dry time for Chelsea, but obviously we just need to keep it strong. We face Benfica again on Tuesday, so it's gonna be a challenging week for us. So I absolutely believe that if the boys can put in performance tomorrow, we just need the attacking players to deliver for us tomorrow. So if they could press on Brighton tomorrow, I believe we should be able to get something out of the game tomorrow. From the midfield as well, I respect the fact that Enzo Fernandez, struggling a little bit. We all know this. We're not criticizing him. We're just saying that this guy looks tired, bro. He looks tired. Let's look for a best solution. Maybe to start him on the bench. Let him sit on the bench. Let him read the game. Let his mind come together and understand what he needs to do on the pitch. Just as simple as that. But people take it like, oh, Chelsea fan and gullible were trying to, it's not like that. When you buy a player for such of huge amount of money, you want to make the best out of them. And when they're not giving you the best, you're frustrated, you want to say something. So to me, I feel like tomorrow is gonna be another game because of lack of players. Enzo Fernandez might have to start tomorrow, but in another different role. I think maybe starting as a number 10 and giving Santos and you know Casado more chances to operate in the midfield. So I think tomorrow is gonna be a big, big day for the three available midfielders. Casado, Santos, and of course Enzo Fernandez will have to switch tomorrow to a number 10 if to have a very, very good, solid squad starting the game. So Estival, I think tomorrow is going to have a full opportunity to start another game in the Premier League, which it deserves. We all know it deserves to start tomorrow. So, and from the left flank, Pedro Neto, of course, I think Guanacho will be a very good sub tomorrow to come in again and prove himself. And from the front, of course, Joao Pedro. I would have loved to make some kind of a switch, maybe having Enzo Fernandez on the bench, and of course, Joao Pedro starting from number 10 role, and of course, maybe Tariq George coming in as a striker. But to me, that would be something that I think will be the last solution tomorrow. I think Enzo Fernandez is gonna go all out there with all his full, midfielder and try to get something out of the game. So I think tomorrow we need to start the game very well. We need to ignore what we've been doing before. We know how terrible it is, how terrible we started this season. Most of the games we concede first, which put us in a very difficult position to come back. So I think we're at home tomorrow. We need to make sure that we dominate the game. We need to the way we just did it against Fulham. That would have been the best thing to showcase for the fans tomorrow at home. So tomorrow is another game, guys. So what you guys are thinking about the game, let me know in the comment section. If you think there's something that you want to contribute to this match preview, Brighton is another good side. They are not that in a very good form, but realistically, they still look very dangerous. You can't look down on anyone in the Premier League. Everyone wants to get a point as much as possible. People want to come to your home ground and get a 3 point. So, and that makes it very, very difficult in Premier League. So, especially a team like Chelsea, where we have too much of young talent. So, there's a lot that needs to be done to prove a point. So, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm so sorry, guys. I won't be able to go as much further as I wish because my voice is a little bit, cut off. I'm just, trying to make sure that I get this live done, at least a little bit of communication with you guys. So, guys, let me know what you think about the game tomorrow. Do you have so much confidence that we're going to win tomorrow, or you think it's going to be a tough game? It's gonna be a tough selection for Maresca tomorrow. What the guys needs to do to get a 3 point. We know Brighton is another challenging game, but obviously, at the end of the day, we have so much good record against Brighton. So to me, I'm so confident. I think the only thing we need to do right tomorrow is don't concede unnecessary goals. If we don't concede unnecessary goals, there's a high chances that I'm so sorry, guys. There's high chances that we probably will be winning Brighton tomorrow. So, guys, thank you very much for joining the live. Like you can see, I'm very, very much not in a good, my. So, guys, thank you very much for joining the live. I'll see you on to the next one. We bleed blue. We believe in blue. Forever Chelsea. I'll see you on to the next one. Peace and love.